Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel. This is the Rockstar Coach. I'm here with your career and finances reading for mid-September through mid-October. Just a couple of announcements before I get started. If you are new to me, I am an intuitive life coach. Also, I'm a certified energy healer, aura reader, and Akashic Records practitioner. I do offer personal readings, so if you are interested, just check out the link in my bio. And I wanted to highlight an offering that I have for female entrepreneurs. It's called the Wisdom Circle. It is a monthly program. And if you are a female entrepreneur, just to get some more information, if that is intriguing to you, my website is rockstarcoach.org. Or if you just comment wisdom in the comment section below the video, I will make sure that you get a link directly to the Wisdom Circle. So let's get into your reading, Sagittarius. Today I'm using the Soul's Journey lesson cards, the Energy Oracle cards, and of course, all of my readings get the power of surrender to wrap things up. And I also have a money candle lit for you today, Sagittarius. So let's see if the money, the abundance, and the goodness is coming in for you. Spirit, what do you have for Sagittarius in the way of career and finances? I'm kind of feeling like you've felt like you've been in a maze. A maze. So what does a maze show you? There's many different pathways that you can take, but only one leading to the prize. So let's see if that energy comes out and gets a little more, if we can get a little more information on that. Okay, the first card that flipped over was this broken heart card. And then I intuitively turned the action card over. So it does seem like you've been in a maze. You are not, you've gone in different paths. You've gone in different directions in your career, in your investments also. So I feel like you've put some money into some things. You put some effort and time into some things, whether this is career or for some of you, you've put your blood, sweat, and tears into a business that didn't work out, right? The world's economy right now is such that there are a lot of businesses that are not making it. And I never, ever, ever like to blame anything outside of myself for what is happening. And yet we can't ignore the fact that energies do swirl around, especially if we put our focus on them. And unfortunately, sometimes we forget to not focus on the outside. And if we do focus on economy, on lack and scarcity, those energies come back to us. And it feels like that is what's happened for some of you. Your business has closed. It didn't work out. The career that you put all your efforts into just didn't work. Or you spent all this money on schooling and you found out that you weren't able for some reason to do what it was that you really had your heart set on. So whether this is, some sort of maybe like you went to school for a certain career and then you got an apprenticeship with someone in that career and you realized you just couldn't do it. It just wasn't meant for you for whatever reason. And now you feel like you're back at square one. You feel like you're back at square one with the business, with the career, with the schooling, with the, oh my gosh, what do I do now? Now what? Well, now what is take action. Because nothing is going to change if you sit back and cry over spilt milk. Now, I know that this is not a little thing. This is a big deal. I get it, Sagittarius. However, you're not going to make progress. You're not going to make money. You're not going to have your dream job or create your dream life if you don't take some action. What action? Well, let's find out. Okay. Journey and community. Okay. So this journey, this is a reminder. This card journey is a reminder to you, Sagittarius, that it isn't, you don't have to get there tomorrow. You don't have to cross the finish line when you're 20. You don't have to cross the finish line when you're 50. I love I'll just call it a story. It's a great reminder of all of the people, of all of the great, successful people that started their career or what we know them for today later in life. Because, as the great Aerosmith put it, life is a journey, not a destination. The journey is sometimes difficult because we are on the journey to learn and to grow, and we may not be ready for the destination yet because we may have more things to do. We may have more people to meet, and this comes to community. Build your community. Start intending that people come into your life that are meant to be there to help you and for you to help them. Your community is always being gathered. And yes, you can take stock of your community from time to time. And when people are no longer aligned, you can allow them to move on with love because everyone is on their own journey. And people are in our life sometimes for a short amount of time, but they're always there for a reason. And this is a time also to lean on your community. Lean on your community for encouragement, for help in which path do I take, what direction should I go. You know, there are counselors, therapists, coaches, mentors. There are tons of resources online. That can be all part of your community and a way to receive guidance and support. Nobody said that you have to do it on your own. You are not out there on an island, Sagittarius. Sometimes it can feel as though it's this energy of you have these dreams, and it's a feeling of, well, because I have these dreams, I should just be able to wake up one day and they've manifested. And while, yes, that is very possible and it does happen, sometimes we have to go through the hardships or the waiting to learn the lessons, because if we were dropped into the manifestation right away, either A, we wouldn't know how to appreciate it, B, we wouldn't know how to keep it and hold on to it, or C, we wouldn't know it was even the manifestation. We wouldn't even know it if we saw it, because it might look differently than we envisioned. So remember to give thanks along the journey, and remember to lean on your people. Cultivate resources. Draw in your tribe, not only for help and encouragement, but you never know who they might know or how they may be in your life to teach you part of the lessons for your journey. It may just be a, quote, chance meeting with someone at a coffee shop. That may have been someone that was put along your path in your community for a moment in time to give you the message that you needed to hear at that moment in time. So don't dismiss anything. Now, not everything is meant to resonate for you. That's okay. But when you're given pieces of advice, when you hear things, when you see synchronicities, take note. Because chances are there is something in there that you are being called to look at further and listen to. All right, Spirit, messages around career and finances for Sagittarius. Beautiful. I love this card. Abundance. It's here. Don't fear that you will not be successful, that it will not work out for you. Just because you have a broken heart and that didn't work out for you doesn't mean that you are going to be a failure the rest of your life. What it means is that your abundance is coming in differently. But abundance is all around. Abundance is here. So many of the other signs got this card. It is here for us. We do not have to worry about it. We do not have to fear. And actually, when we worry and when we fear is when the abundance doesn't come in, because we're putting out the energy opposite of abundance. We are being called to focus on the good. Are there negative things in this world? Of course there are. But when we focus on those things multiply. So if we can focus on the goodness, our desires, the desires of our heart, and you're saying, yeah, I know I did focus on that and my heart got broken. That's okay. What are the lessons that you learned through that? Ask yourself, ask Spirit, what am I supposed to glean from this? How can I take this and move forward in positivity, knowing that my time is coming, that abundance is here? I see a lot of job offers coming through. I see actually someone, and this isn't necessarily, it is related to career and finances in that this, for some, is the step prior to. I'm seeing a young person being very brokenhearted that they did not receive the invitation to the school, the university that they wanted. Another person is brokenhearted that they weren't offered the job, the position. And what I'm here to tell you is there is something better. There is something better for you. So if that is you, take heart. I'm seeing it very, very clearly. Let's get some more messages here. Sagittarius, career and finances. Envy. Don't envy what other people have. Excuse me. This will stop you, keep you from your abundance so quickly. Again, everyone is on their own journey. Yes, things did not work out for you in this way. This is not the time to stay wallowing. This is not the time to look at other people and say, why me? Why do they get all the breaks? Why are they wealthy? Why are they successful? Why do they live in that home? Why do they drive that car? Why do they have the career that I want? This is the time for you to go inside, draw on your community. Remember that everyone is on their own journey. You don't know what it took for them to get where they are. You also don't know what's inside their heart. They may look like they have everything on the outside, but their inside might be an absolute mess. Don't envy anyone else because no one else is you. People are looking at you, wanting something that you have, whether it be material or emotional, spiritual. Maybe you're healthy and someone else is looking at you in envy because you are healthy. So remember to be grateful for all of the abundance that you have, even if you're not where you want to be yet. When you are grateful, when you focus on the things that you do have, those things that you don't have will start coming in because you are putting the energy into thankfulness, gratefulness. And the universe responds to those frequencies. One more from this deck, please. I'm feeling there's someone that feels left out. You're feeling left out. And I want to say you're going to get there. You're just going to get there at a different time. Someone's feeling left out and like they've fallen behind. You're not too late. You have not fallen behind. It's all coming, but in divine timing. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Take pride in yourself. Take pride in the things that you have learned, the knowledge that you have gained from failures or perceived failures, from heartache, from disappointments. You have learned. This is not a pride where your ego is too big or pride is getting in the way. This is a pat yourself on the back for all of the things that you have accomplished thus far. No, it may not look the way that you thought it would look, but I can guarantee you, Sagittarius, when you focus on the positive, all of those things will appear, even if they look differently than you thought they would. I'm going to pull your last cards, but I want to say all of these readings have been very much more foundational and mindset driven than practical what to do next or like individual. There hasn't been a lot of individual examples of jobs or careers or businesses. There have been, but overall, these have been much more foundational in that Spirit is really telling us as a collective, it is time to get your mind right. And when you get your mind right, everything else falls into place. So get your mind right, Sagittarius, because everyone has disappointments in their journey and everyone has joys in their journey. What are you going to focus on and bring more in? What are you going to bring more of in? Whatever you're focusing on is what you're going to bring more in. More of in. You know what I'm trying to say. The words aren't coming out right. Surrender low self-esteem. This goes beautifully with the message thus far. This says, you deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. Perfect message to go along with this. I don't even need to elaborate on that. Let's see what else wants to come through. You deserve it, Sagittarius. You don't need to look in envy at anyone else. Be grateful and take pride in what you have accomplished thus far. And enjoy the journey. Even the difficult parts. And surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. When we are stressed out, when things have not worked out the way we had hoped they would, it is very easy to be rigid, to be dogmatic, to be defensive. Oftentimes when we're feeling down or when we have low self-esteem, it can create conflict in other areas of our life. And in the case of work, there is never a time when you work with someone that, unless it's like life or death, there's never a time where you can't take a moment to hear somebody else's opinion about something or way of doing something, or they may have a different solution. It might not be the one that's most efficient or best for the situation, but it might be a really good one for something else. And you're honoring them by listening and allowing them to share their information. Whether or not that is the solution that is decided upon does not matter. Honor the other person and don't always push for believing you're always right, because there are many ways to come to the same conclusion. Just like I saw in the beginning, that maze. There are many different ways. And sometimes there are more than one way. There's more than one way to get to the same destination, right? You can go back roads or you can go interstate. You'll get the same place. You're just taking a different path. One may take longer. One may be under construction. But eventually, you'll end up at the same place. So release that need to always be right and open yourself up to new ideas, because the reason that you're brokenhearted may be because you were dogmatic in the way that you thought something needed to be. And when you open yourself up to other solutions, other ways of reaching the same destination, you might just find that the answer was there all along. You just needed to be willing to open up and allow someone else to help find the solution. All right, Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for those who have liked, shared, and subscribed my videos and channel. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I am so very close, and we aren't even in October yet. So I appreciate so much everyone who has done so. And if you haven't and it feels aligned for you, I would love for you to join our community and be a part of the Rockstar Coach. So thank you again, and until next time, take care.